Okay. Left onto Alexander off of East Wilkinson from Centenary Boulevard. It is 6:29 p.m. Friday, November 14th, 2014. So high against the sky, so high I almost touch the sky. Thank you, thank God for you. Whoa. Alright, Alexander straight to 8th Boulevard. Here, get right here. There's somebody standing on the sidewalk there by that car with the light shining. Lady with a bunch of stuff in her hand. Gray-haired black lady who's wearing gray hair is probably awake. Left into our driveway. Okay. There is a car parked in front of the downstairs apartment, in front of the blue SUV that's parked in front of the downstairs apartment. The tan 4-door SNJ 400 plate. Obama United We Stand or something like that. Red, white, and blue. Bumper sticker. I am parking over here by the Durango. I don't see anybody outside anywhere. And here we are. 6:31 p.m. You can reach me by railway. You can reach me by trainway. You can reach me on an airplane. All right, Jake. Let's see. I got my keys here.
Good for you.
I'll take the groceries. You got to get your backpack, right? You reach me All right. Let's see. I got this dome light on here. You need the light? Shoot, I can't see to turn the dang thing off. Okay. And I gotta get my purse too. And there it goes. Alright, SUV heading up straight. Alright, let's get out of here. Can't get heavy shit. That's first. Sounded like a door. Did you hear it? Or did it sound like it came from to you? Ground floor next door. Another ambush. Do you ever go to the ground floor next door, Jake? Neither do I. Have you ever talked to anybody that lives there? Neither do I. We live at 130 East Boulevard Street, second floor, which is the only dwelling on this street that we've ever put into. We being me and Jacob. So, people that my son and I do not know and have never had any contact with. I do not consent to searches, surveillance, or monitoring, and have never given anybody any reason to think I consent to such. My son and I have never had any contact with a woman who lives in the downstairs apartment or her visitors. Pat and Ronnie live on the second floor next door, or their visitors, or the ground floor apartment next door, residents or any of their visitors. Isn't that great? But, true to form, as soon as we get home, bitch next door opens and closes her doors. So I can see it's open over there now. Uh-huh. She just opened it back up again. You got your key? It must be nice if somebody just stalks a child that way. That one, lantern didn't want to light.
Just the plant there.
There it goes.
Plant reach. You off to the tap.
It would look like it would like it.
Wow.
All right, Gizmo, come on.
How do you do that?
How did I do it?
Yeah, how do you lose half the key?
They fell into the bag. And here they are.
Okay.
Thank God. I got some more salt.
Yay.
And that was a big thud that resounded from downstairs. And that's like people we don't know, no contact with, and have never met. Lying in wait for us when we come home. You ever been to the ground floor apartment next door, Jake?
No.
Neither have I. You ever had any contact with Brad or Shantae or any of their visitors?
No.
Neither have I. You ever been to the second floor apartment next door, Jake? Where Pat and Ronnie live?
No. How come you get to say neither have I, and I have to answer the full question?
It's a statement for the record, Jake.
Well, it doesn't matter if I said neither do I.
Have you ever had any contact with a woman who lives downstairs in Unit 132? Neither have I.
Well, can't you just say you haven't, and I could just say neither have I.
Thank you for answering my questions, dear. Vultures. Now we need to jump in the center and take off again, so I gone for 2 o'clock in the morning. See if I can keep up with us. That disc recorder I have for that now. I guess the other lantern is still in the kitchen. Oh, here it is. Right here. So the bitch downstairs is doing the same thing the other nigger bitch down there did before. Straight trash nigger, waiting for me and Jake to come home, and as soon as we get home, thud, thud, thud. But this time there was only one loud thud, which was probably her restarting her recorder. I worked today all day at Linwood Charter School, teaching English. And giving science tests. And looks like there goes, yep, there goes a cat. I pulled out of the next door apartment driveway. I do not consent to searches, surveillance, monitoring, or supervision of me and my son. I'm the only person who ever supervises me and my son. Hey, for me. Hey, Roland? Hey, you there? Hey, I put some gas. I put $10 worth of gas in the gas. I put $10 in the gas tank. Hey, Roland, can I have a cigarette? Thanks. Those torches don't work for you anymore?
They work, but they get so dusty and
the smoke?
the black smoke smothered like.
Uh-huh.
I get to where I can't see no more. And the next day when I'm both
Yeah.
my nose is all black on the inside.
Oh, that's not good.
Good. I think they work good outside where it's, they dissipate in the air.
Yeah.
But
They said they might have a long-term teaching job for me at Linwood.
oh yeah?
After 10 days, it's $100 a day.
Not bad.
Yeah. But they got to do all the paperwork stuff first. So They wouldn't have mentioned it, though.
Mm.
Wouldn't have asked me about it if they hadn't had me in mind, you know. I asked them first, and then they asked me about it. If I wanted to...
Isn't that the one that you had trouble getting your pay out of?
Oh, that was a temp agency that hired me to work there. They've had a lot of trouble with them, and they stopped using them because they had issues with them last year. What it was is they pay more than this temp agency does. So they decided just to hire their own substitute teaching staff, which they did. And last year they didn't hardly use any Kelly people. And that's what the coordinator, instructional coordinator, told me that last time I worked there. He said he found out what the problem was. And he didn't go into detail about that, but somebody else told me about it. And he said, but we had trouble with Kelly, and so last year we didn't use them. He said, that's the reason why you didn't ever see any jobs for us last year. So, and plus there was a teacher, she was an 8th grade teacher, and she called me, I was her favorite 8th grade substitute, and she hadn't called me at all, and I thought, man, something, what happened? It turns out she moved to a different school and then left Shreveport. And so that, there wasn't any reason to. It was just, political stuff.
Were you working tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Saturday, so.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm behind schedule.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what to do about the electricity. I'm thinking about, I got a loan that I'm paying for direct buy. I'm thinking about calling them and see if I can borrow a couple of $100 off of that. It's a loan that I already have.
Oh, yeah. They might. I don't know. Do they do personal loans?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to call them and find out.
Well, it only take me 6 days once I get my 10th day in. I've already got 2 days in. So it doesn't have to be consecutive days. So I only need 8 more days before they start paying me $100 a day. And if they put me as a long-term sub, then I'll make that money in a week.
Yeah.
But that's a good idea, too, though, because, they hadn't hired me yet, and if they do, it's going to be a while.
Yeah, I need to call them tomorrow. I've got a letter from somewhere in there acknowledging the payment.
Yeah.
It comes directly off my card.
Oh, really?
Yeah, then my insurance both comes directly off my card.
Yeah.
So much easier that way. I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
It's automatic.
Huh. Yeah. Well, I can't even get a loan. They wouldn't give me a loan.
Like I said, I don't know. My credit was good enough to get the credit for direct buy. So it's possible. I've been paying them for like 2.5 years.
Oh, really?
$106 a month.
Uh-huh.
So,
well, then you must have something going on.
Yeah, must have some kind of capital established with it.
Yeah. I can help you pay the loan back. If they give you a loan, I'll help you pay it back.
If they can give it to me and just add it to what I already owe.
Yeah.
Just extend what I owe that much longer. It wouldn't be like if I bought, say, $500. It
Right.
would be like 5 payments more.
Right.
Not even 5 payments, 3, 4 payments more.
Yeah. Well, that would help. If they do that, then it'd make it easier for us to pay it.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea. I couldn't finance a pencil at the principal's office. I owe like $100,000 in student loans. I'll go get her. All right. Pitch black outside. Can't see nothing. Gizmo, get your butt in here and quit all that barking. Hey, Rowan, did you eat anything today?
What?
I got some eggs.
No, I'm all right.
You sure?
Yeah,
Well, I want some eggs, and I got some Angus steak or fajita steaks to go with it. Well, you know, just a little bag of fajita meat.
Well, I might get something more. Sure.
For
All right.
yeah, okay. I'm gonna go smoke this cigarette.
Nurse. 2 hours.
And it's only my second one for the whole day. I had one day that I went without one. 2 days ago. Well, that was very interesting. I guess I was supposed to go rushing over to Shantae's apartment, or the apartment on the ground floor next door. Why would I do that? I don't know them. I've never had anything to do with them. Fred and Shantae never had anything to do with me and Jake. Neither has any of their visitors. Neither has Pat and Ronnie. Wasn't nobody outside anywhere when Jake and I pulled in the driveway. As soon as I opened the door of the center, Jake and I got out. As soon as we got out of the center, somebody opened and closed the ground floor door next door. And then I made a statement of fact coming up the stairwell to our second floor apartment, straight from the center with Jake. As soon as we got up here, somebody opened the ground floor apartment door next door, so I could see the outline of the light from their door projecting into their front yard. And then Jake and I came in, and there was a very loud, resounding, huge, heavy wooden impact in the underneath the floors, originating in the downstairs apartment. And Jake and I have never stepped foot in a downstairs apartment. Don't know the woman down there or the people who live down there. Looks like that tan four-door that was down there took off too. And when I came back in the living room a minute ago, I saw a taxi pull out of the next door neighbor's driveway. And Roland didn't inform me of any opportunity to participate in any type of investigation or legal matter. So, just another snow job and falsification of audio, surveillance, and testimony, fabrication of evidence. Why are they hiding from me? Why are they doing it in the pitch black, and why are they slamming their door shut as soon as Jake and I get out of the center to make it sound like we're going over there? Jake and I never stepped foot in that ground floor apartment with anybody outside that Jake and I could see when we pulled into the driveway. I don't know Fred or Shantae or any of their visitors. I don't know Pat and Ronnie and any of their visitors. I don't know the woman downstairs and any of her visitors. I don't know anybody on this street. Jake and I have never had anything to do with anybody on this street. And then that aircraft flew over really loud. And that it just boggles my mind because these are people I don't know and have never had anything to do with and wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. I have seen Fred on several occasions outside smoking pot, and I've never done drugs a day in my life. You know, the drinking they do, cussing me out and stuff like that. Just me and Jake coming and going from this apartment. We don't ever go anywhere but to the vehicle to leave or come home, park the vehicle, and come straight up the stairs. So, and I know the argument, point of reference delusion.
You see the same thing over and over again. The first 2 times you think, yeah, okay, maybe that was a coincidence. After that, not so much. And I'm not going to go begging a whore, a dopehead, and a fucking drunk for information about that me and my son need to know. They're dangerous people. The obvious question would be, if I'm consenting to all this, then why would you need to surveil it anyway? So you can prove it later that that's what happened. Well, it's just audio. It's not video. I've got a video camera I'm holding in my hand right now. Jake's been on my video camera since Jake and I got home, except for right now. And I want to know what's going on and what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not going to beg dopeheads, because if they wanted me to know, they would have told me. They're all being obviously deceptive, deliberately deceptive, because they're not going to tell me. If I go over there, they're still not going to tell me. I've begged Roland. Roland's not going to tell me. People don't lie to you because they're going to tell you the truth when you tell them they're lying. It's blackmail. And it makes me, just infuriates me. Because of my son, you know, it's our lives, and, you know, I don't care, you can say what you want to, but we're the ones that have paid the fiddler for all of this. Nobody else has. Nobody else has, and they don't know us, and they don't know what we've been through. And they see what they're putting us through, and they don't care. They're surveilling us right now. People don't do those things because they're going to be nice. If you say, please, pretty please, with sugar on top, will you please tell me the truth? They're not going to do that. These are informants for somebody with a badge. And they are nothing but street trash, drunks on drugs. And that's all this is. That's what this whole situation is. I would be cooperative with anybody that wouldn't have the courtesy of looking me in the face and politely asking me. If you can tell people who don't know me and have no contact with me or my son while they sit and do drugs and open, and with everybody to see and don't care, and I videotaped and put it on YouTube, and you still believe they're credible and believe what they say just because they say it, then, you know, it doesn't take much to figure that out, does it? I would run screaming in the streets right now, but I don't have any place to go. I don't have the money to pay for any place to go.
None?
Okay.
What?
We're gonna go. Why? Get a different one. Okay.
There's a book about some Roman legion. This Peter,
Oh, really?
an entire fucking legion. This just fucking appeared overnight.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, an entire legion of Roman soldiers.
No kidding, really? Well, something happened to him. Wonder what it was.
I'm ready to go.
Okay. Get back, Gizmo. Go lay down. Gizmo. Go lay down. Get back, Gizmo.
Yeah, push back.
Get back.
No! You can still stop her.
Stop. Gizmo.
Okay, go. Stop it. Okay, she's dead.
I'm Jeanette Spangler. It's Friday, November 14th, 2014. My son Jacob and I have had zero contact with anyone on this street today except for our houseboat Rowan. We live at 130 East Boulevard Street, second floor, and there was not anybody visible that we could see when we came home. And we have never been to any other dwelling or residence on this street. I've never had contact with a woman who lives in the downstairs apartment, or any of her visitors, including whoever drove that tan corridor that just took off, and never have any contact with anybody on the ground floor next door, or their visitors, or anybody on the second floor next
Oh,
door.
I was gonna say. We had a signing today.
Uh-huh.
We had 3 people from our class to represent our class in study.
Really?
I was the fourth person to go out.
Really?
I was the last person to go out before they had the 3 people to go.
Really?
Yep. So they can run her up again.
Yeah, there's a bitch downstairs. She just walked out of her downstairs apartment.
Little bitch.
She's hiding behind her screen door, and she's looking at her door with her door closed. She's backing up. She's holding a cell phone in her hand. She just locked her door. She's making sure she didn't look at us. She's going straight to her blue SUV. She backed up so that she wouldn't see us.
That's just stupid.
Yeah, she's holding her cell phone up to her ear, not talking on it.
7:05 p.m., Friday, November the 14th, 2014. Cornwell to East Dalzell to Gary. We're going to take back this oil lamp. I still have the receipt for it. I have to dig it out. I don't have the box. No, it hadn't. It's only been a couple of weeks. See, which Walmart should we go to?
Which one's better?
Better customer service is the one on Burt Coons. Yeah.
Tomorrow I gotta go to that pizza place.
All right, yeah.
411. That's not free. It's on there. 411. I really need to start self-installing the map.
All right.
I don't tell you how to stop. That'll get me off here.
They will?
Yeah.
That's really mean.
If we come to the top, don't sell. $100 on the Sherman gas side.
Well, I guess they figure you ought to be able to sell them. All right, Gary Drive. It is 7:08 p.m. Friday, November 14th, 2014. I think it might get to the point where we got to do the same thing we did when Eva was staying there. Fucking run out the door in our pajamas with our clothes in a bag and our toothbrush in tow. Ronnie told me he was thinking he was going to see if he could get a personal loan. from Direct Buy, because he's been making payments to them for a year.